Hi, Bubba. Hey, Bubba. Hey, Bubba boy. Burby bro. Burby bro. I love you, buddy. Let's get the comments loaded. Burber. Burber burr. Alright, there we go. Comments are loaded. Perfect. Monitor's going. Hey, buddy. How are you, my dude? Yeah, let's get the live shared out. Let's see. Burr, burr, burr. There we go. Boom, shared out. Okay. Catch the stream up. Where's my Bubba? Man, we started so late, Bubba. Yeah, we started so late tonight. I had to eat dinner, though. Hello, how's it going? Hello, hello. How's y'all's Friday going? Buddy boy. Brr, brr, brr. What's up, dude? Can you say hi? Go hello. Hello. Did you all have a good day today? Any exciting weekend plans? Tomorrow, Ori and I will be celebrating our birthday, so feel free to tune back in for that. Who do you think I am, Destiny's Child? I think that's who sings that song. Buddy boy. Or are you excited for your birthday? Are you excited for your birthday? You're turning the big 22 this year. Yeah, you're turning 22 this year, bub. Can I help you with your pen feathers? Can I help you with your pen feathers? Do you need that? I need to be worked on, bub. Ah, there we go. That one is good. Oh, Bubba, today's Friday. You know what that means, right? Special snack. You get a WALNUT today. You're like a little hedgehog, bud. Yeah, you got all these little quills. Hey, Ryami, how are ya? How's your day going? Thanks for tuning in to the Friday live stream. Appreciate that. That goes for all of you. And we will be live tomorrow, as I said, to celebrate Oreo and I's birthday. We'll be opening up some gifts. Oreo will get some snacks. It'll be a fun time. This will be the first year we do it on YouTube. So that should be interesting. I'll have to see if I can find some like royalty-free music to play. Because I miss having music on the I'm definitely miss having music on the stream. Oh, hey, Turtle. Oh, yeah, my haircut. Thank you. It's so good to have a mohawk back. Had that done today. Figured I should get a fresh cut for the birthday. Sorry, I ate like a sesame salad in it. Something in it is making my throat like all weird. Flimmy. That's the word I was looking for. Flimmy. Rubber, what do you think of my haircut, bub? What do you think of my haircut? Dude, you got so many pin feathers, dude. I feel like I do this every day and there's always new ones. Yeah. And not to mention they're getting feather dust all over my shirt, but that's fine. The shirt's going right in the washer when we're done. If I remember. If I remember to do laundry. Grab a sip of coffee. Oh, hands are shaky. Fun. Anytime I put weight, like I use my hands now, they have like a trimmer to them. and that is gotten way worse over the last like 2 months. Sean and I will be here for your birthday. Ah, hell yeah. Be good to have you guys. It should be a fun time. Sorry. Oof. I had like hiccups all day today. I'd say for like 6 hours on and off, I had hiccups. And it's really hard to get your hair cut when you have hiccups. So the last time, so Lacey's grandma used to be a beautician or cosmologist. That's not the right word. Whatever. Whatever. Anyway, she used to do that for like many years. And so she's like our go-to, like, hey, can you cut my hair? And not this time, but the last time, she was cutting my hair and had me lean forward to trim up the neck hair. And she's like, don't fucking move. I got a straight razor. And I was like, yeah, all right, not moving. Hi, bud. Oh, that's such a good boy. Berber, I kind of want a piercing for my birthday. I won't get one because that's a bit of a waste, but definitely would love to get a piercing for my birthday. I wonder if Kepler's making my voice like this. Let's Google. Does Kepler affect vocal cords? Yes, Keppra can affect vocal cords, though it's a rare side effect. Alright. Keppra can cause vocal changes. Okay. That is fascinating. It kind of reminds me of like opiates a little bit, as far as like how it affects the vocal pattern, vocal cords. Because when you take opiates throughout the day, you start to get the raspy kind of what's going on with me right now. Hey Liz, how are you? Let's try water instead of coffee and see if it helps. We shall see. Great haircut. Thank you. Appreciate that. You're doing good. Great, great. It is really nice to have all that hair chopped off. Because, like, while people love when I have long hair, I get frustrated with it. One, my scar gets irritated with long hair. But two, I have to comb it every time I get out of the shower because of the it like tangles. Uh, Oreo's doing good. He's happy. It's Friday, so he'll get a WALNUT today, and he might be getting one tomorrow. Yeah, happy early birthday, bud. Yeah. He's like, Dad, I was hatched in June, not May. Oreo, Liz wants to know why you're so handsome. I would say good genetics. It would have been so cool to meet his parents. Are you are you tucking your beak behind my ear? That's so cute. Are you a good boy? Hmm? I'm gonna get bit a lot tomorrow because I have to handle packages, and someone doesn't like when I do that. So on the live stream tomorrow, I'm probably gonna get bit a few times. Oreo, what is your favorite movie, bud? Purper, what's your favorite movie? I would say his favorite movie is probably okay. I'll say the one that he's seen probably the most is the Harry Potter series. Because my grandpa, when Oreo was at my grandpa would always put on the Harry Potter marathons. Hi, buddy. Also, the actress that plays Luna Lovegood, Finch, no, Ivana Lynch, I think's her name. They picked like a really good person to play Luna. She like nailed that role. Hello, hello. Have I tried dry mouth gel to help the vocal cords? No, I have not. Haven't even heard of it. This has been a fairly new problem, and it comes and goes, and I haven't really invested much time into it. Tonight seems to be a little worse, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if it continues. But I will look into the dry mouth gel. I hear a Bob dog. Burberry, Burby bro. Oh, I meant to take a selfie with the new haircut. Can do it on this one, I guess. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm alright. What's up?
Would you like to do?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. I didn't mean to push that. Berber, guess what day it is?
Friday.
Which means.
Pie day.
Does he also get a?
Uh-huh. And he gets one. He gets one tomorrow.
Can I say it after I give him medicine?
Yeah.
One, two, three. Say ah.
Ah.
Do you want a walnut? Do you want a walnut? Where are they?
I'll get them.
Oh, sad.
You can give it to him. I'll just grab it though.
Bobby, what are you doing?
Drinking out of the toilet like he always does.
Close the door. That was your hand. I got it real fast.
Don't bite me, bud.
Were they just eating? Where? I'm gonna put it in the box and stuff.
Hey, don't bite me. What?
The headphones fell.
They were on the tripod.
But where?
On like the knob over here.
Oh. Okay.
Right there. Hey, don't bite me, dude.
There. You're gonna get a walnut. Yeah, you're gonna get a walnut. You gotta be
Here.
a good boy.
Hold that.
You gotta be a good boy.
Oreo being a good boy? No.
I wish I could practice with my hand.
You might be able to with that one.
Nope.
Those are like kind of pre-cracked walnuts.
Nope, there's no way. Maybe if I use both hands. I gotta use both hands.
Don't break it all the way open for him because I want him to work for it.
I'm not here. I just like literally pressed down on it. How broken should it be?
Well, what I do, I'll show you. Let me grab my little stabby stab. So they have a natural kind of like
line
poke right here.
Yeah.
And I just go in and I pop out a little section. That's a little too much. And then I let him break it open the rest of the way.
Okay.
Hold on, let me get the mic set up. People love hearing the crunch.
Tweet, tweet. Tweet. Hey, Berber. Oh.
What?
Can I pet? He's just scratching himself. It's very cute. Oh. Can I pet you? No? Angry bites?
Turtle says Lacey's wrecking the place in Lowell.
There you go. Yeah. This is the hand that feeds you. Oh, you know what? Make them. Haha. Show them. Show them your cute little face.
Beef and broccoli, yum.
Dang. Okay, here. You can have it. Oh, jeez. Here, take that. Take that. This is part of it. There you go. Oh, you're dropping like a lot.
Yeah, he does that.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye, bro. Thank you.
Yeah. Bye, Oreo. You're so cute. Enjoy that. Dude, I don't even know that you need to, like, break it open for him, actually. Just worry about his beak.
No, like, I've given him whole ones like that.
And he just doesn't?
He because they roll.
Oh.
So I have to at least make like a little hole
doesn't
for him to have leverage.
And he doesn't have it.
And if I try to hold it for him, he bites the shit out of me.
Yeah, that's true. Another bird would, like, hold it down with one of their feet. And then... You still have a wonky feather, bud?
Yep.
Are you going to do something about it?
Nope.
You're just going to look wonky?
It doesn't hurt him because I can play with it and he doesn't get...
Yeah.
I mean, he gets upset, but he doesn't, like, act like it's painful.
It's so wonky. Bobby, can you go potty? Wait, I got to take my puppy out.
Alright. Hey, Gary. Do I have any audiobooks I'd recommend? Yeah, sure. Dungeon Crawler Carl by Matt Dinneman. That's a great series. There's 7 books in the series so far, with the 8th book being worked on right now. The Unconventional Hero series by L.G. Estrella. It's about a necromancer, his apprentice, a pyromaniac elf, dragons, vampires, ninja rats. The first Law trilogy is a book series I always recommend to people if they're into high fantasy. King Killer Chronicles, another great recommendation. Uh, Legends and Lattes. You broke your tongue. Uh-oh. I keep working on this page where I have like books that I recommend, and I just can't get it organized the way I want to organize it. Like, I had an old library recommendation page on my website before it crashed, and I wasn't a fan of how that was laid out either. So, this new one I'm working on, I'm still trying to figure out how I want to format it. I kind of want to do tables, I guess, maybe. Like, book name, author name, link to the book. And then just have different tables for different genres, like a fantasy table, uh, lit RPG table, and just do it that way. But I need to refresh my memory on how to work with tables in WordPress. Is that your walnut, bud? Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I'll be right back. Hey, little feller. Are you my bubble? Hey, bud. How's my Bubba doing? Thanks for the recommendations, of course. Always happy to recommend books. I have a Goodreads account. I haven't updated it in a long time, but there's some good books on that. I believe it's Zackery Hertz on Goodreads. It's also on my website. If you go to zackerhertz.com and look up near the top, there's a list of social media links, and Goodreads is up there. If you're a Goodread user, I found it rather monotonous, but whatever. Don't eat Oreo. We not eat Oreo, huh? Yeah. He is busy indeed, Turtle. Busy indeed. Are you happy, Burbs? Are you happy, Burbs? Huh? Are you happy, Burbs? Hello? Man, I should have taken another shower after I got my hair cut. I'm still itchy. I took a shower and then got my hair cut, and I should have jumped back in and taken another quick, at least a rinse. Folgers coffee, why do you taste like shit? It's kind of got like a sour taste to it, unfortunately. Especially when you put it through a Keurig. Haircuts are itchy, yes. Especially when you add in a beard trim on top. I feel like that's when it gets real itchy. Bro. Well, dude, you're hosting the live right now. I'm just gonna take a nap. I'm gonna lay down on the bed and take a nap. Yeah. You gotta read the comments. You gotta respond. Lacey and I were watching a movie called, or a documentary called "Inside the Minds of Dogs." I think that's what it's called. It's a really fascinating doc, and they teach the dogs to use those buttons, like the little word buttons. And I really, really want to get some for Oreo. Like one dog can like basically form sentences, like a noun, a verb, and whatever the other parts of language are. But it can be like, I food need need go potty, like stuff like that. It's really fascinating. I think that's what would do too, Liz. I think he would. I think he would just press the snack button, especially if each one, especially if I had it like each button had its own like snack name. It would just be walnut, 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 walnut. You never trim your beard. Hey, Rami, that is a diss to Taco Bell. Taco Bell is amazing. Folgers is way worse than Taco Bell in my opinion. Although to be fair, when I get stuff from Taco Bell, I always sub out the beef for the chicken. I prefer chicken over beef. Like what are they called? A chicken Crunchwrap Supreme. Oh, it's the best. I've told this story before, but it always amuses the shit out of me. So back back before the app for Taco Bell was like around, Lacey and I went to Taco Bell quite a few times, and every time I would ask the lady at the speaker, I was like, "Hey, I'd like 6 crunchy tacos, but can you please put chicken instead of beef?" No problem. There'll be an upcharge. That's fine. And then we go through one day, and this dude, like stereotypical stoner, is like, we don't do that." And I was like, yeah, you do." And then when the app started happening, we went through without ordering on the app, and that guy was working again. And I was like, "Hey, can I get chicken in my tacos instead of beef?" He's like, "We don't do that." So we pull over. I place the order in the app, and the app lets you swap out chicken. Place the order in the app and go in and pick it up. And it's like, yeah, you do that. The app told you to. So anytime we get Taco Bell, we just order it on the app. Starbucks is the McDonald's of food. I don't like Starbucks. The only coffee that I can drink from them is like a cold brew. Because whatever they do when they heat their coffee up makes it taste like chemicals. And I can barely tolerate their cold brews. The one Starbucks drink I like, besides the cold brew, is those little glass bottles that you get in the grocery store. Like the Frappuccinos or whatever they're called. I love those. Those are fun. What? Do you not like do you not like Starbucks either? Ooh, 20 packets of fire sauce. Nice. El Diablo. What are you doing, Bubba? Why are you screaming? Our local Wendy's has gone to shit, unfortunately, because they had really, really good food. But the last few times we've been there, it's been shit. And I loved. They went through a pub cheese like run. You could get pub cheese fries. It was fries smothered in bacon and pub cheese. Delicious. Oh, it's the best. And then you could also get a pub cheese chicken burger. And I love the shit out of that thing. But now if I go to Wendy's, if they don't have that, I get the bacon cheddar classic burger. or a chicken burger. I really want to try the chicken strips at McDonald's now. What, bud? What's up? What's up, my dude? Hello? Ruff! Ruff! Okay, kisses? Kisses? Don't bite my face. Ruff! Ruff! Ruff, 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 ruff. Berber. Berber, guess what? Tomorrow's your birthday. And if we get any more birthday gifts, but after the live stream, we'll make a video about it and show them off like we do with regular gifts. Yeah. Yeah. Hi, bud. You're a good boy. Here, I'll be right back, okay? Here's the microphone. I'll be right back. Hey, Bob. I'm back. I'm back. Hi. Hello. Zackery cute, but Oreo's amazing. Oh, I'll take that. All the love should go to Oreo. He's the star of the show, after all. Ooh, chili and fries, yum. You're right back? Okay. I swear, we can't go one live stream without talking about food. Like, we talk about food on every live stream, and then I'm like, oh, now I'm hungry. If you're trying to lose weight, my live streams are not the place to come. Huh, Bubba? Yeah. Oreo gets a snack every live stream. We talk about food every live stream. That being said, I am almost to my target weight. I'm only 3 pounds away from 145. If my math is correct on that. I'm 148.4 as of this morning. Berber, don't throw walnut shells on the floor. Welcome back. Welcome back. Burby bro. Oh god, I don't know, maybe Turtle was there. But on one of my live streams on TikTok, I was talking about losing weight and someone called me fat phobic because I was losing weight. And I was like, no? Losing weight does not make me fat phobic. At my heaviest, I was 275, so I technically was medically morbidly obese. So I would be part of that community. TikTok was so weird about shit like that. Like, I was told in a message with one of the videos I made, someone messaged me because I was talking about like the body positivity movement and how it's changed over the years. And someone goes, "You're not part of the body. You're not part of the. You can't be included in the body positivity movement." And I was like, "Oh, why is that?" And they're like, "Because you're white." And I was like, "What?" They're like, "You're a straight white male. You can't. You're not. You can't speak about the body positivity movement." And I was like, "Okay." I'm like, I don't know who else would be qualified because I've had my face ripped apart by surgeons. I don't have vision. My eyes are completely fake. Like, I had, still due to some extent, body insecurity issues. Like, but because I am straight white and male, I can't be part of this community. All right. There were some weird, like, keyboard warriors on TikTok. So if you're my gay lover, it's okay. Probably. Or you can throw all the shells on the floor. Yeah, he gets away with it. Oh, how was the wedding? Nice. I remember you telling me about that the other day. Wait, are you certified to marry people? Is that what you were doing? I was gonna do that. I was gonna go through and get my what do they call it? Like the ability to marry people. There's a website called dudism.com where you can pay like $25 and get the certificate to marry people. I think it's dudism.com, something like that. It was fantastic. You cried. Aw. Where I'm sleepy. You're gonna suggest that your dad does a real wedding because you kept crying? Oh. if I ever get married, which probably never, but if I do, two things. One, we're not doing a big ceremony. We're going to the goddamn courthouse, signing papers, paying the judge, and we're done. I don't want a big like party. I don't want a big ceremony. Two, if we don't do that, we're gonna be out in the woods naked getting married. That's it. Those are the two ways I'm getting married. Either courthouse wedding or out in the woods naked getting married that way. Ooh, Dunkin'. Now they have good coffee. I love getting their cold brew at Walmart. I need to get my hands on some more coffee beans so I can make more cold brew. There's nothing better than walking to the fridge, pouring a cup of cold brew, and not having to fuss with a Keurig or a French press. Just pop open the container, pour it in your cup, and coffee's done for the day. I have a 2-gallon water jug that I want to make cold brew in. Make 2 gallons of cold brew. Although I looked up the ratio of how much coffee beans I would take. I need like a pound of coffee beans, I think. Something like that. It's a lot. But I have 2 different cold brew containers. What do I use to make cold brew? I have I have one that does 750 milliliters, and it's like a glass container with a silicone top on it that's like cone shaped, and it's got a filter or a place where you put the coffee. If you go on Amazon and type in cold brew, you'll find it. And then you fill it with water, and then you throw it in the fridge. Although you make cold brew faster if you don't put it in the fridge. Cold brew in the fridge is 24 hours. Leaving it to steep overnight in room temp is only 14 hours or 12 hours. So if you want to make fast cold brew, don't put it in the fridge. Putting it in the fridge does reduce that acidity, so it's a bit of a smoother sip. But if you're just trying to make cold brew fast, don't put it in the fridge. And then once you have it brewed, then you got to put it in the fridge. Anyway, I have that, and then I have like a Mason County line, I think that's what it's called, container. It's like a mason jar with a plastic lid on top, and then there's like a mesh basket that you put down in it, and you fill that up. And then that is like, I want to say like half a gallon or something. Maybe not. So I use both of those. And then I also make cold brew in my French press. Like curry, the Indian food? No. I've eaten it, never made it. You were part of the body positivity movement in the 90s on CompuServe. Yeah. I mean, like these kids today think like this body positivity movement's like a new thing. And I remember talking about body positivity with therapists and other people in the 90s as a kid. And it wasn't like it wasn't what it is today. Like the messaging from the body positivity movement is pretty toxic in my opinion. At least the stuff that I've seen like on TikTok and stuff. Because growing up, it was like learning to accept your body and talking about like how you feel about it and embracing the and embracing like your feelings about it. And now it's like uh, you must always be positive about your body, and you must always anytime anyone says anything, they hate you and they're some sort of phobic, and like it's just it's gotten so weaponized. And then they start like saying, well, you don't have a space here because, like I said, you're straight white male, and your voice doesn't matter. You need to make space for like LGBTQ and people of color and blah. I'm like, it's TikTok. There's space for everyone. Like, if you want people to have a voice, don't tell them that they can't say anything. And like this whole like virtual environment dictates whose voice will rise to the top. Like if what I'm saying connects with people and resonates with people, then it's gonna propel me out into the community, just like it's going to do for anybody else in the community. Like I shouldn't have you weaponizing this community against me and telling me that my voice doesn't matter. Like the whole point of social media is that everyone does have a voice and everyone can share their experiences. And if it connects with people, it connects with people. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's not like we're sitting in a small room somewhere and we're all talking over each other. It was like a one-upping type thing too. Like there was a lot of that going on. But I see a lot of like toxic positivity stuff out there now. I actually want to make a video about this. But like especially in like the disability groups that I've been in Facebook or like people I know, they feel like they can out positive the negativity. And not even negativity from other people, just like their own thoughts on like their own negative thoughts. They're like, "Oh, this disability is not going to bring me down. I'm going to be so super positive and uh I'm going to always believe that like this disability doesn't affect me." And to a point that works, but all it is, you're building this bubble around you, or this barrier. Oh fuck, my hiccups are back. You're building you're armoring yourself in very fragile armor. You can make it as thick as you want, but by not addressing the negative emotions and by walling it off, you're letting it fester. And the slightest little thing can come along and crack, and then you start to. I've seen it so many times. They start to like They start to spiral, and all the negativity that they've been suppressing and hiding and trying to like put to the side hits them all at once, and that coping system of their super positivity doesn't help them cope with that, and they crash out, whatever that looks like for them. So like being positive is a great thing, don't get me wrong. I'm all for positivity, but when it becomes a toxic coping mechanism, that's when it becomes a huge problem. And then I told someone that, and like, well, what about the placebo effect? And I was like, the placebo effect is a little different, because the placebo effect is external stimuli. So if you tell yourself that this little tic tac is going to cure all your pain, deep down, you know that it's just a tic tac. But if an external person comes up to you and says, "Hey, this is a pill. It's going to help reduce your pain," and you have no clue that it's a sugar pill, your mind is going to your mind doesn't know that it's a sugar pill. So this placebo effect is only beneficial if someone else tells you, at least from my understanding of the placebo effect. We talked about this in my psychology class. Um, but you can't tell yourself something when deep down you know that what you're saying is untrue. Oreo is negative towards walnuts? Yes, he destroys them like crazy. He hates them to pieces as he chomps them down. What's up, buddy? Are you excited for your birthday? Are you excited for your birthday? He's like, I don't know what that is, Dad. This will be our first YouTube one. Yeah, pretty sure. I think the last few we've done have been on TikTok. Yeah. Our last one's up on our website. And then I wish I had thought about downloading the ones before that when everyone sent me the Star Wars ships. Yeah. Alright, you want to come here? You want to come here? Actually, hold on one sec. One sec. Burpee, bro, Oreo. Wait, did I not put your water down? Did I not give you water? Here, you want some water, bud? My bad. I got distracted when Lacey came in. You've been told you can't refer to yourself as blind, too negative? Yep. I've been told that too. Or using the words like disabled is bad now. I'm supposed to say that I'm differently abled. Like, no, I'm disabled. Differently able is a fine buzzword, I guess. And yes, while my disability doesn't, while I am disabled, I still can find other ways to do things. But sugarcoating that makes it seem like, oh, well, if you're differently abled, you can do anything that a sighted person can do. And no, the whole point of a disability is the fact that there are things I cannot do. And things that I do, I have to spend triple the energy to do those things versus a sighted person. Like, the college graduation rate for blind students is very low because if they make it past that first year of college, they have a higher chance of graduating. But that first year, you're expending so much energy to get an infrastructure set up to do the schoolwork and to work with this. If the college even has one, a center of students with disability center, or whatever that college calls it, which means getting your books ahead of time in accessible format, making sure your teachers give you things ahead of time so they can be put into accessible format. And a lot of students coming out of high school don't have the uh, they don't have like the ability, or I don't know what the word I'm looking for. It's right there in my head, but I can't think of it. They don't have the training, I guess, to figure out all those little quirks and techniques and stuff. So when you look at graduation rates among the blind community, they're very low. I forget the exact numbers, but I did look it up. And I think it's like after someone graduates high school in the blind community, it's like 40% of them go to college and only like 15% graduate. Those numbers are probably off, but it's kind of like that ratio. But yeah, like I don't like the term differently abled. I don't like sugarcoating things like that because all it's doing is making sighted people feel better about my disability, and it devaluates. That's not the right word. It undercuts, I guess, the actual struggle that I go through to live a functional, quote unquote, normal life. But I was told I can't use the word cripple because that's for people in wheelchairs, and that word also has negative connotations. But I would say that my body's crippled. Like nerve damage in my hands makes it so I can't use my hands like the best. Lack of sight is also very crippling. Be a paralegal. Oh no, thank you. I don't think my brain will work well for that. If I go back to school, I'm probably going to go back to school for psychology. Which I've thought about. But I kind of don't want to have to go through finding financial aid and student loans and all that nonsense again. You'll slap everyone for me. Nice. I don't promote violence, except for when I do. It is funny because like in in a few groups I've been called a right wing conservative because I don't buy into all of the like leftist kind of like ideologies of disabilities. Like some of the more, what's the word I'm looking for? Like once, like when a new ideology pops up, I don't buy into it and I question it. And so I've been called right wing conservative, which I'm not. I'm also not a far leftist. I'm if I were to consider myself anything, I'm an independent because like I'm very skeptical of everything, and I do believe in equal rights for everybody. But I also believe that just because you have fancy buzzwords doesn't mean you're right. And if your ideology has flaws in it, I'm going to point them out, just like I do for myself. If something I say, I examine it from multiple angles to make sure that it makes sense. And if your ideology or your theory or whatever your concept has a bunch of flaws in it that you can't answer for, then I'm going to ask questions about it to point those out and to make sure it's a fully flushed out like ideology. You're falling asleep? Aw, well, have a great night. Sleep tight. Please come hang out with us tomorrow on our birthday, if you can. Sleep tight. Sweet dreams. Extra love to Oreo because he's so cute. He is indeed. Oh, it's almost already 9 o'clock. Holy shit! This live flew by fast. Also, I know in my videos I said we're starting at 7 tomorrow, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I might start us a little early. I'm not sure yet, so we might start maybe at like 6 or 5. Depends on what my schedule looks like tomorrow. I'm pretty comfortable in my own skin. Blindness is just a part of who I am. Exactly. Well, and I got into an argument with people on TikTok because I don't make blindness my entire identity. And I put a video out on TikTok asking why users put blind as like their main thing, like blind Timmy or blind guitarist. Because like, are you doing it for shock value? Are you doing it as like a clout chasing type thing? Because like what you're doing is you're only going to be known as a blind person, and that's all people focus on. They don't. Most of them aren't going to look and see past that 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 label to the person that's beneath it. And I should find this article and repost it because I wrote a blog post a couple years ago about identity, and the way it works for me is like a tic-tac-toe board. Square one is top left, and in that square is information that does not change: name, birth date, stuff like that. Second square, situational information. So if I'm at home chilling, it's usually like book reading, hanging out with Oreo. If I'm at like a business function, square two becomes like company name, or mission statement. If I'm out on a date, fun facts about myself, questions for that person. Third square, kind of backup information, or like information that is relevant but not relevant. Like it can switch over to square two if need be. And then the rest of the squares should just be one big square, I guess. That's all the information of my life. And it gets filtered into the first, it gets filtered into the second and third square as needed. And that's how I look at my identity. And while I am blind, my blindness is not my entire self. It's something I actually very rarely think about unless someone asks questions about it or it's relevant to the situation that I'm dealing with. Like if I'm at a doctor's office or I'm out and about having to navigate or something like that. Or if I have a cane in my hand. Like, there's so many other pieces to who I am and my identity. And sure, in my teenager years, I've done the same thing where I've made a profile with like blind Zach or whatever. But looking back, it was so fucking cringy. Like, I've seen so many people on TikTok who put blind in their username. And I asked about this on TikTok, and it started a huge debate. And people got very pissed off at me. And I was legit asking. I wasn't trying to like be a dick to anybody. I was legit asking why people were motivated to do it that way. And what's interesting is people who had blind in their username definitely had better views than I did. but they also came across as inspiration porn. They they came across as like when you look at their live streams, their entire the only subject they talked about was their vision impairment, and that's all anyone wanted to talk about. Or they were so fascinated by the text to speech that was playing in the background and like would type in messages to have it read out, which meant trolls could drop in racial slurs and uncouth things like that. So when I started live streaming on TikTok, I made sure that my text to speech was unhearable for the most part. I made sure that that was something that could not be taken advantage of and would distract from me talking about whatever we were talking about. Ugh. All right, y'all. It is 9 o'clock. I'm going to wrap up for the night. I'm going to let my voice rest. So hopefully I have it can get better. I'm hoping this goes away. Oh, actually, hold on. I need to take medication while I'm thinking about it. Kepra. Kepra's one of the cooler names for a medicine. I feel like Kepra is like a fantasy like name. All right, medicine achieved. You can't make it till 6 my time. That's fine. Jump in whenever you can. Like I said, we might not even start that early. It really depends on what my schedule is looking like and how much sleep I get tonight and all that good stuff. So, and if we start early, we'll still go till 8 or 9 if my phone battery stays charged. I'm still trying to figure out how to rig up a wireless charger to my tripod so I can like mount my phone on the tripod with a wireless charger charging it. Actually, the way my phone's set up now, I could just tape it. Now that I'm using the back camera, not the front camera, I could just tape the wireless charger to it. I never thought about that. Yeah, we'll be live tomorrow, and we look forward to hanging out with you all and opening up some gifts. We're always excited. We're always excited to celebrate birthdays with you guys. If it wasn't for the live streams, I probably wouldn't celebrate my birthday. But Oreo, definitely gotta celebrate his birthday, huh, bud? Yeah. But yeah, we love you all. Huge shout out to the mods. Thank you, Turtle, for moderating tonight. Appreciate that. Good night, Turtle, Ryami, Liz. I think that's the only people in chat right now. If I missed anyone, I apologize. We love you all. Be kind to yourselves and others. Go learn some cool shit. Make the world a better place. Tune in tomorrow for our birthday live stream. I'm turning 35. Oreo's turning 22. We will see you when we see you next, hopefully tomorrow. Zach and Oreo, sorry, not Zach and Oreo. ZachHurts.com for all your Zach. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, ZachHurts.com for all your wonderful Zach and Oreo nonsense. Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, merch, Amazon wishlist, all origin story, social media links, Discord, all that fun stuff. I'm still working on a couple pages I want to add about gaming and books and other stuff like that, so I'll let you know when those are up. I'll check comments one last time. Alright, we love you all. Sleep well. Try to be happy, healthy, and safe. Find moments of happiness when and where you can. Have a great night. See you when we see you next. Take care.